I know, like you mentioned before, you have a lot of guys who make a lot of money, or maybe the higher profile players, but I think a lot of pride you probably have in some of the guys that have to really work hard to stay in the league and find their way. And one of my favorite people in the league is Luke Schenn. And if you could put in perspective of where he was like 5 or 6 years ago, kind of maybe on the out, maybe potentially not, being the end of his career to winning 2 cups in Tampa, like what kind of you kind of share about what made him able to kind of stick it out and reinvent himself and become such a huge part of multiple teams since then?
Yeah, that's like, people that and cross paths with, not just athletes, but everyday life. Someone you see works harder than someone else, maybe as a teacher or a bus driver or construction or a CEO or whatever it is. Luke Schenn is a grinder. He's very aware of where he fits in, what he needs to do to improve on, what he's good at. Which is tough for a lot of kids to know. Okay, everyone wants to be a scorer. Where do I fit in? Luke knows he's not a scorer. He knows he's a character, tough, shutdown defenseman. And that used to be a big part of the game, back in the day, and it still is, but you have to be able to skate, move the puck, and provide some offense too, because now defensemen handle the puck and make plays, and that's just as much as defending, because they have the puck and you don't have to defend if you have the puck. So Luke Schenn was at a point of his career, actually, when I started pretty much representing him, that there was a spot he was in where he was sent to the minors and he was told he should quit and walk away. And he didn't. He battled through, and he went to the minors, and he put in his time and grinded, and then, found his way to, he's top of the NHL and all-time hits. He's a loved teammate. He played in Toronto, and there was a hero there because he still fights, still protects guys. He's like having a policeman, on your team. Like, you look down the bench and Luke Schenn's got it. And no one likes to be that guy, but he's smart enough to know what he does well, and he keeps bringing that all the time. And he happens to be a good player, and he's a big kid, and he's well liked. And now he signed and was rewarded with a 3-year nice contract with Nashville last year and the summer before, and now those contracts are fun. I think we were talking about that, you guys, and those are the fun deals. And even the guys in the minors that are scraping for every penny, those guys, and that's, I think, this game that we're all love so much. There's so many great people in it. I think that the ones like Luke Schenn stick around. They stick around and they play longer than the average guy, because they get rewarded for the Patty Maroons. The guys like that keep getting deals. Why? Because they're great humans, and they actually help young guys take their jobs. But that's valuable because they're helping the young guys, where some players, they look at the young player as a threat and don't want them to take their job, obviously, which is just human nature. But, it doesn't make teams, better and help teams win. And it's not the character that hockey needs to win. So that's a quick Luke Schenn story. His brother Braden's the same thing. His brother's the captain of the St. Louis Blues, and all he wants to do is win. And St. Louis is in a little bit of a funk now with where they're going, and they made some good moves, and they're going to be better. And he's just constantly, just always talking about the team and not himself. And that's how you get to know your clients too. The ones that aren't complaining about their ice time or their what they're getting paid or how someone's treating them or complaining, but the ones coming with, help us. Who do you have that can help our team win? Those are the Schenns and a lot of our other guys, to be honest.